Hey Andre, hope all's well. So you got another deal here. Send us an email with the lead name and the address. So we're in the CRM now. This is a property they're open to do rent to own, you said, in Northbrook, Illinois. So typically you'd go to redfin.com to get the comps. And let's see, you entered the square footage, 2420. Looks like you put there's no basement. So maybe hopefully you verify that with the owner. Yeah, it says crawl space usually means like no basement. Um, and you can ver see that in Deal Machine too, the square footage and the basement. You verify it's move-in ready. I think this is for rent, so maybe it's on Zillow. So we can Google the address and see if we can find any pictures. Yeah, it's on Zillow. So we see the pictures here. Yeah, it looks to be in great shape. Nothing really needed. Yeah, everything's updated. Great. What I would do is if it's like already rehab, like brand new, you leave it blank, right? If it's move-in ready would mean like maybe you need some paint and carpet, but everything else is in great shape. And then I also like to do Google Street View just to see the front of it, the outside. The lawn, the roof, so you can kind of see the condition. Yeah, everything looks to be in great shape. So this one looks like it's probably recently rehabbed. Looks the kitchen's new, everything looks pretty new in the picture. So I would probably leave it with no rehab here. You can leave it blank. And now we're gonna go to next thing is you gotta get the comps. So go to this if you're in Redfin, type the address in, go to the map, nearby homes for sale. And then we're going to look at sold in the last 6 months. We're looking at single family homes because this is a single family home. We're also looking at the square footage, something similar, about 10% close to the square footage. So you're probably looking at around 2,600, maybe 2,700 and under. So we're gonna be at 2,750 and under. And then we're gonna see we only have one comp. Also price it from high to low to see the highest sold comps. There's only one comp here, so of course we should, when you're in Redfin and zoomed in like a few block radius. Appraisers would go back to a mile. So if I go out once, it's about half mile. So I only have two comps. I typically like to see close to 10. So I'm gonna zoom out one more time and see what we get. We got 8. And you see this main highway here? I would probably stick to the side that my property is on. So my property is to the left of it. So I probably want to stick to the comps over here to the left. And you can verify that from the map here. So you can see that's right to the because a lot of times when you're crossing highways, even if it's in the same state, it could be completely different values change just because you cross the highway. So we see here. These are properties that are sold in the last 6 months, similar type of house, similar square footage. So you see 882, and these are the highest sold. I sold it from the highest. So you see 882, you can kind of see the pictures here of the property. Yeah, it's fully rehab, great condition. This one looks like a little bit more of a modern rehab than our property. This one too, fully rehab, great condition. And then the 705. So same thing, fully rehab, great condition. So they're all in great shape. Our property's in great shape too. So we're gonna use these three highest comps, 882, 720, 705. Things to look out for, especially like in, I know Northbrook, they build a lot of new construction, so make sure you're not taking a brand new construction home and comping it with an older house. So our property is built in 1962. So this one's 1984, so we can use that one. Let's see these when they were built. 1962, that's good. 720, this one was built in 19. So these are all good. Just watch out because I know Northbrook, they build a lot of new construction. So sometimes the building's brand new. You never want to use new construction is always worth more because no one's ever lived in it, right? It's brand new. So we're gonna use these three highest comps. We're gonna plug them into the CRM under comps. It looks like you got lower comps here, 882. We'll just make sure the square footage, yeah, 2420. And sometimes realtors will list like the basement square footage. And this is so this one says 1940 square feet. So sometimes realtors will list the basement square footage, which they're not supposed to in the Chicago area. So sometimes the square footage they add like 1,000 square feet when they're not supposed to because of the basement. Because once the basement's finished, sometimes realtors add that. So that's why I'm just checking the public facts. But these are all similar. Still, even the property shows like about 2,000 square feet. Public facts. These are all similar size still. So 882, 720. That's in Riverwood. So that's a different suburb. I probably wouldn't use that one. So we got 882, 705, and then this one's also in Riverwood. 639. So Northbrook 530. So let's look at this one. Yeah, so something that you can do in Redfin, which I like, is I can just type in the city and I can just put like a border. So you can see it's like on the tip of Northbrook, right? So it's kind of we have this little tiny area to get comps. So you can see here we only have price high to low. So we still have this 882 comp we can use. The 540, I think that's what you got, and the 535. So that's the townhome though. So let's go single family. This one's too big. It's 2756. I wouldn't use that. 882, 530. There's only three comps in this little tiny area. So we may have to, so some scenarios you have to cross the highway. You don't have enough comps, right? So just to stay in the same city. So 882, 530. This one's a little tricky one because it's like a small little pocket here. So if you're not finding, like if you cross the highway and these are too big, this one, this 671 I could probably use 2281 square feet. So I'll probably use the 671 because it's similar size. And again, you can sort that, sort the square footage in the Redfin. So here's the three highest comps, 882, 530, 670. You got the market rent from Zillow rental calculator. Got your wholesale fee in there. Next thing is check all the actives and what's out there. So if I'm an investor, I go into this market, I want to see what I can buy that is similar to the property we're looking at because we're about to make a cash offer at 449 and try to wholesale this at 459, 461. So if I'm an investor in this area, can I find a deal cheaper than 461 that's similar to my property? And that's what we're looking for now when we change it to active. And I do like to zoom out to go, you can even go more than a mile out just to see what's going on. So the cheapest, well, I'm gonna take the square footage. It's already off. So the cheapest deal in Northbrook, single family is 699. So even if you zoom out, let's zoom out to all of Northbrook, it's 449, 459. But that's pretty far away from our property. So I would probably stay within closer to a mile. You can go a little bit more than a mile, but 699 is the cheapest deal in Northbrook in this area that you can find. So I'm comfortable doing a little higher price, like changing the ARV percentage to 75. And it's important because when you do this, it also changes the sandwich rent own offer, the wholesale rent own offer, the option listing offer. So it's important to do this to make sure that you get, because some areas you're gonna have to change the ARV down. Like let's say if I saw, so this property, I'm gonna get it under contract at 484 if I wholesale it, and then try to sell it for 496 on the market. Um, if I see properties, so if I went to Northbrook and I see properties selling for like 450, same size as mine, same condition, they're all in good shape, maybe 430, 450. If I see all these active comps an investor can buy right now, guess what? I need to lower my percentage here. So instead of 75, I'm gonna hit 60, right? There's some areas in Chicago where yeah, I'm doing like 50% of ARV because investors can buy cheaper deals on the market, right? So this Northbrook looks like there's not much inventory, so I can do 75. So I'm gonna save this and then I'm gonna email you the deal back. And again, this is how the partnership works. If you want us to analyze a deal for you, we partner on the deal. And if you don't need the hand holding, the help, you want to analyze it on your own, you want to sell it on your own, you can watch these training videos and come up with the offers for yourself. But I'm gonna send you these offers. It's in great shape, it's in great condition, and it's in a great area. So we can make all the offers. You can make the rent to own offers and the Airbnb offer since it's a great shape, great area. Now, if the property was a total gut rehab in a bad area, you would only make the cash offer and the option listing offer. You only have those two options because you want to do rent to owns only if it's in great shape, because you can't cash flow a property that is a gut rehab, right? You can only cash flow properties that you can rent out now. I'm gonna send this to you. So that's how we came with the offer on this one. So you can send to your your team, your VA as well, so they can go over the how to get the comps and let me know if there's any questions.